Hey, and we are starting today over at the Mob Grinder, and I really just checked in because our levels are super nice right now. Super nice levels. Yeah, gotta love them levels. Anyways, so the plan for this episode, I want to do some grinding, and I think I'm going to start off with a 1 hour grinding session, try and get some more diamonds, because one of the projects I have coming up definitely requires me to have a lot of diamonds. So I'm going to get to grinding. See you in a second. All right, guys, we are back, and I kind of wanted to talk about what we're going to do in today's episode. And I think we've done a lot of new projects, a lot of new builds, and I've left a few things kind of halfway done. So, what I want to do is focus on kind of just working on some of my partially finished builds and trying to make some progress on them. Speaking of that, the first thing I want to show you is we've made some progress here at the castle. I've been talking about kind of working on this courtyard for a little while now, and I've done some work here. So I've put in a lot of the nether trees, and I've changed all the floor to the crimson warped nylium, and put in some lava, and put in a ruined portal over here. I think it's looking really good. Got my chest monster here still, but don't worry about that. I think it's looking really good, and I think this is a good way to kind of start off the episode, is to do something we've been putting off for a while. Still need to work out something about the hill here. I'll just have to kind of work it in. This is all fake. I built all this, and I didn't really take the time to make it look good. So I need to kind of blend these two biomes a little bit and kind of smooth this out so it's not just like straight lines. But we'll go ahead and fix that as well. But I think it's looking so much better here. I actually have like a courtyard and entrance to this, and then I'm going to add a few more fun touches into this in a little bit, but I think this is a very good start. There's a few other things that I need to get to that we haven't worked on in a long time that I would really like to have more progress on. One of those major things is the superstore. I haven't been there in a while to build. I built the 3 departments that we have, and it's just sat for so long. So I think it's time to go in there and finally make the final push, get the other 3 or 4 departments in, and finish that thing off. I think that's going to be probably the major part of the rest of this episode. Wish me luck, because a lot of villagers are my future, and I am not a big fan of working with the villagers. So you'll probably see me get a little bit frustrated and yell at some villagers and probably punch or even stab or murder a few of them in the process. But it'll be all fun and games in the end, because we'll have a superstore, and I think that'll be awesome. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to definitely work on next, and we might hit a few other small projects in the meantime, just kind of break things up. But for now, I'm going to go over to the superstore and start working, so I'll see you there in just a few minutes. All right, party people, we are back, and I've been doing some work, but I did it mostly off camera because we wanted to do maintenance today, and this is not a maintenance project. But I wanted to show you because it's Christmas time. And you can't have Christmas time without a little bit of Christmas cheer and without a little bit of Christmas presents. So I've been putting together some presents for the other 3 active players I have on my server. So let's take a look. For Rayaz, this isn't quite done yet because in my ender chest here, I have, as you can see, more netherrack there. More nether bricks there, more netherrack there. We are giving him multiple boxes full of nether bricks, and then I'll probably give him a couple boxes full of lava as well for his big Eye of Sauron project over there. I know he's been grinding really hard to get all that nether brick, and I think this will help him out a whole lot. So yeah, that's what we're working on for him, and I think I'll be done with that here fairly soon, but that's going to be mostly an off-camera grind. I'll show you guys when I actually deliver the presents as well. And then for Curtly, he's actually my real-life brother. I finally convinced him to start playing with us, so I'm super happy about that. But he's very new to Minecraft. He's still learning kind of the basics, and, he's having those early game troubles. So I wanted to give him a starter box. This ended up being a little bit more than just a starter box because it's Christmas. But here we go. This is what I'm going to go ahead and give to Curtly. As you can see, this is a very, very expensive box here. We've got the enchanted elytra in the middle, 2 stacks of iron blocks, 4 ancient debris, stacks of logs, a whole stack of diamonds, plus multiple shulker boxes here. This is going to be great for, just getting him all the little things to help him get started. He's definitely playing a lot, and he's made a lot of progress, but I know he recently did die and lose all of his things, so I think this will be really helpful for him. The next one is a treasure adventure for YOLO Tiger. This is the ultimate prize here, and I need to go put it into its place. But I made a whole adventure for him here, and wrote a book for him, and I'll probably try and jump on with him and chat with him while he's going through the adventure, and hopefully get some of that on camera if I can. But yeah, here's going to be his prize. It's going to say Merry Christmas in the middle. Got some golden carrots. Also got 4 ancient debris. I got him some diamond ore in here, a couple shulker boxes, and 2 stacks of iron as well. And a dragon head just because it's kind of cool. It's definitely not as good as this box, but he also gets the adventure to go along with his. So yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. So yeah, I will go ahead and read this book so you can kind of get an idea of how this thing is going to go. Adventure for the booty of the lost pirate Scurvy. Follow the clues to find the lost treasure. Search far and wide and ye shall score me booty. To find the lost treasure, follow this first clue. Follow the path to the green pit. Down below, your next clue awaits. If you know what that means, good for you. If you don't, then that's probably what's going to happen to YOLO Tiger. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a good Christmas present for all 3 of these guys, and I'm super excited to hand them out. It's still a little bit early to actually hand out the presents, but I'll probably be doing that early in the next episode. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. Now I'm going to head over to the Superstore and try and get at least the basic design down. I want to figure out where I want to put the villagers and get all the villagers in place, and then we'll go from there. So I will see you guys in a second, and we will start moving some villagers. Alright, party people, so I think this layout is going to be sort of similar to this one, as in all of the villagers are going to be kind of around the outside edge. I think that's going to work best. We've got the weaponsmith, the toolsmith, and the fletcher we want to put in here. So for this department, I'm thinking it's going to be something fairly similar. We'll do it similar to the produce department and have a large section with multiple villagers in it. So I think that's how we'll do this section as well. That might be a little too large. Let's do it more like that. Perfect. And then let's just match this one on this side. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so I think that'll be a pretty good setup here, and because it's like weapons and tools and stuff, I'm going to go for like a sports store theme, like Dick's Sporting Goods or something like that. Probably like birch floors, real light colors. I'm gonna have things that hopefully look like dumbbells, have some pictures of some weapons and stuff on the wall, and go ahead and decorate it that way. I think it'll look pretty good. Over here for this next section, I do have an idea on how I want to do the cartographer, because you don't really need a lot of those. And a different store design that you see in a lot of stores is kind of like a jewelry store, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put like some like a square in the middle here, right, that the villagers are going to be in, and then it'll probably be something like a glass room or something, and then I'll have display cases around the outside, and the cartographer will be right here in the middle. I think that'll be a nice variation to be able to get into our store so it doesn't all look exactly the same. Let me make sure I'm still spawn proof. 8887. Perfect. So yeah, the cartographer will go right in here. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Don't need too many of them, but I think that'll be a pretty cool design. And then we'll try and make this one look kind of fancy. Probably have like a glass wall, surrounding this. I think that'll look pretty cool. Over here we have leatherworker and armorer. This isn't going to be a super huge department. I think this one will look pretty cool if it's kind of compact and kind of tight. So we'll kind of build it in and kind of clutter it up a lot. And I think we'll just have all of our villagers here in the back. I'm thinking kind of a bigger counter here. Once again, to make it just a little bit different. And then hopefully, yep, right there in the middle, have some on one side, some on the other side. That will be, you know, leather worker on one side, armorer on the other. And then again, some armor stands through here. I think that'll look pretty cool. Try and get some things shown up on the wall, some leather, some saddles, that sort of thing. I think it'll look pretty cool. Next, we have the shepherd. This one's going to be kind of an interesting build because I don't know exactly what to do for this one yet. And it's not like an incredibly useful thing. So I'm kind of thinking almost I might shrink it down some, put it like here maybe, and then make it kind of a natural thing on the inside, do some green carpet, make it kind of look like it's outside, but it's not really outside, and maybe just let him run loose in there because we're not planning on using him too much. I think that'll be a pretty cool design for that. And finally, but definitely not least, stonemason. As you can see, I have a decent amount of space set up for the stonemasons. I'm probably going to end up using these a lot because they provide a lot of really useful resources. So what I'm going to do is something similar to the other ones, but I definitely want it to have much more space, right? I want to have lots of these guys in here. So I'm going to make several of these very large sections, and I'm thinking this will probably be the space where we have the most villagers, because, you know, you can get bricks, you can get quartz, you can get so many different useful things from the masons. So I want to go ahead and get a bunch of those ready to go. And I think I just ran out of wood, so I'll just do this in dark oak just to finish off our border here. And then for the decoration of this, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. It'll all kind of depend on how it looks once I have a few things in place. But it'll probably, you know, have a stone floor, which will be different from most of the other places because I've been changing out those floors a lot. So it'll probably have some sort of stone floor. Okay, we're good here, good here, good here. Oh, we have a 7. Perfect. There's a 7 here too, and I'm out of torches. Okay, so I'll bring some more torches back. I think actually if I move this one, I might be all right. Okay, so yeah, I think that's going to be a good way to do this. I want to go ahead and probably do that as well. Yeah, so I think the next step is getting villagers set up in the minecarts again and getting some villagers moved. This one looks dark as well. Nope, we're all good here. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start moving a whole lot of villagers, getting my minecarts and running them into the places that we've established. First, I need to get some honey blocks and place them all below the floor. And I need to get all the workbenches in place as well. So I'm going to work on that, and then we'll start getting going on the villagers. See you in a few minutes. Alright guys, we are back, and I have been working over here, and I have kind of laid out each department just with the placement of the villagers here, and I went ahead and laid out the track for the first set here. So our cartography tables are going to look like this. This ultimately might change, but I like the idea of them having them in the middle. Probably like 3 or 4 of them. We'll see how it looks. But I think it all turned out pretty well. I've got them in different positions in kind of each area, just to, you know, make it look a little bit different here. You know, each one is a little bit different, and I wanted them to, you know, kind of resemble that. So over here, I use these blocks because they look pretty nice, and then the grindstones in the back because I think they're less than a block and the villagers might be able to jump on them. I'm not sure, so I just put them underneath there. All right, cool. So I think it's time to start moving some villagers. Let's go ahead and head on down there. Make sure we get a minecart. And what I'm going to do this time, differently than last time, is I'm just going to leave them all in their minecarts until I have every villager in place, and then come back and break all the minecarts. I think that's going to be the safest way to do this, because I was having villagers run all over the place, and I don't want to deal with that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to not have to deal with that. So let me go ahead and place the minecart down. I'll probably have to end up sleeping in the villager chamber, but that's fine. Anybody want to just go in there? Anybody? You want to go in the minecart? It was close. I almost had him. All right, which one of you do I want to kick out of bed? Look at this guy with his feet hanging off. Get out of here. Okay, so villager, you. I choose you. All right, first one down. Let's follow him up there, push him into place, and then we will come back and do this 15, 20 more times, however many it takes, probably more than that. Probably more like 40 or 50 times. So this will be most of my day, I think. But I think it'll be fairly easy. It'll just be a little bit repetitive. Yeah, so I'm just going to shove him in there a little bit more so it doesn't bounce the other villager back. Beautiful. And round two. I'll keep doing this. See you guys when I have a bunch of villagers. All right, everyone, we are back, and I have spent an entire day, not a Minecraft day, a real person day, getting all of these villagers into place, and I have just these final few to go ahead and get into place. So I just wanted to bring you guys in and show you where we're at in our progress here. So let me get these last two guys in here real quick, and we will take a look around. So I'm debating just naming all of these guys the same name. I'm thinking something just totally standard and normal, like Philip. Every single one of these villagers is coming through here and naming every single one of them Philip. I think that would just be so funny. I don't know why I think that would be so funny, but I really think that would be hilarious if just every single one of them had the same generic name. Anyways, yeah, I might do that, but let me get this last guy in here. But as you can see, there's villagers all over this place now. There's a few alterations we had to make along the way as well, and I'll show you that once we're done here. But let me just push him right into place. We'll break this minecart. And close this off, and we are all set. All of our villagers in place. So we have the stonemasons here. We have 4 in each section, so that's 12 total. I'm hoping that'll be enough. If not, it'll be pretty easy to get the rest of them in. As you can see, everybody is still in minecarts. They haven't actually taken their professions yet because I haven't busted them out of minecarts, but I wanted to do all that at once. So we have the shepherd here. I have 2 of them back in there. I have 2 on either side here for the leather worker and the armorer. I have 4 inside for the cartographer. I have 3 villagers each for the Fletcher, the stone weaponsmith, and the toolsmith. So I think that'll be good. That's a good variety of everything. And then, so yeah, the next part of this will be breaking all their minecarts. But I wanted to show you kind of what I had to do to get this happening. Because my villager breeder here had stopped working. And I was looking around, I was trying to find out why, and the best thing I could think of was all of the villagers in there are taking up the mob cap or something like that. So I went ahead and moved my villager breeder over here to the edge of the island, where as you can see, just as you get here, the superstore unloads. So I was able to start breeding again. So this has been my breeder here, and I actually made a little bit better of a design. I just put a small hole here. Let me put this glass back. Put a small hole there so I could transport them out, and that worked pretty well. And I just bred them up here and transported them all the way over to the other side. So now I think it's time to go in and start breaking some mine carts and start locking in some professions with some of these guys. So I want to do the first couple here with you because this can be a little bit of a tricky process. Oops. Yeah, see, I just broke that. I think I need to F3 and B. Get my hitboxes shown. There you go, 1 down. I'm not worried about losing the minecarts here. I just don't want to break the honey blocks is my main thing. Perfect. They should all take their professions. 2 of them have. That one will get there soon. So I'm going to go around, break all of these minecarts for all of our different guys around the store. And then I will start working on seeing what trades we can do with these guys. I'll see you guys back in a few minutes. Okay, so just out of curiosity, I have a few stacks of emeralds, and I kind of want to see what's being offered and see if anything's worth buying right off the bat. Iron sword, iron axe. I can sell coal. Okay. Over here, I can buy flint or arrows. That's pretty useful, actually. Over here, Stone axes, stone pickaxes. All right, cool. Let's see what we get over at the cartographers here. Some paper can now be turned into emeralds, so that sugarcane extra we have can now be used, which is great. And then we can buy just an empty map, which is pretty useful. I spent a lot of time crafting maps, so that's pretty good. We can buy some leather armor and sell leather. We can buy iron armor here, and same thing there. What can we get from these guys? They haven't taken their trades because I realized when they're up like this, they can't actually take it. So I had to change the whole stonemason section, and a few of them got loose, but I captured them all back. But now it's 5, 5, and 2, so it's not evenly distributed anymore. But I can buy bricks. Great. Oh, that's awesome. Is that what everybody starts at? Just bricks? Looks like it's all. I'll be buying a lot of bricks here right at the beginning, it looks like, because it looks like all of these start just with bricks. So I'll definitely be buying some bricks. Let me go ahead and, you know what, let me have some bricks. Thanks, dude. What else you got? Ooh, chiseled stone bricks, and I can give him stone for emeralds. I have so much stone. That's very, very awesome. All right, so I think this is really going to up our trading game. So I'm going to level a few of these guys up, and I think this has been a lot of really great progress. All right, guys, we are back, and I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. But I wanted to show you what trade I've done a lot of trading. I have some extra stuff over here that I've been placing in these just to drop out my inventory. But I've done a lot of trading. With these guys to level them up so that when I do need to come in here and use them, that they're ready to go. So down over here, Weaponsmith Master got Diamond Sword, Diamond Axe. We can just disenchant those and put whatever enchants we want on them. Diamond Sword, Diamond Axe here. This one has Fortune on it, which is pretty good. And then same thing, Sword and Axe here. Fortune and Sweeping Edge, which is pretty awesome. Then over here at the Fletcher, the Master Fletcher over here gives us Arrow of Weakness. I haven't upgraded the other two yet, but I'll be working on that pretty soon here. Over here, the Master Toolsmith gives us a Diamond Hoe, an Enchanted Diamond Axe, Silk Touch on the Shovel, and Efficiency. The prices aren't super great, but they're not awful either. Plus, we get, you know, emeralds for a lot of great stuff, so it's pretty easy to get a bunch of emeralds pretty quickly. Over here, the cartographer, there's one specifically I want to find right here, the Woodland Explorer map. This is the reason I wanted cartographers. Now we can find a woodland mansion and go take that down, and I think that'll be a really fun project one day. Maybe we'll get a couple other players to go with us and make it, you know, make it fun. But yeah, I definitely want to get that. Over here, leather worker, got saddles. I didn't upgrade the other one yet. Whoops. Over here, the armorer. Now we've got diamond armor. 29 emeralds starting on that guy. And 25 emeralds starting on this guy. So we've got, you know, diamond armor here up for grabs, and chainmail for Reyes. I know he was wanting some chainmail for some of his armor stands, so now he has pretty easy access to that. I leveled this guy up here. I didn't make him all the way to master yet. I ran out of emeralds. But, you know, we can get beds and dyes, and we can sell dyes and, you know, get some useful things here, but these won't be incredibly useful in the end. And then over here with the stone guys, with the masons, I've leveled up several of them, mainly because you get blocks of quartz here for 1 emerald each. Like, that's an amazing deal. Now I can also sell granite and stone. Stone is the key. Like, if I need emeralds and I'm out of stuff to sell, I can just go speed mining for 10 minutes and get enough stone to support anything I need to do. Like, that's so wonderful. And then all the different color terracottas, like, that's super useful as well. So most of these, I don't have to now go all the way over to the, whatever it's called, the Badlands, and go get it. Like, I can just come here and get some of this pretty easily. But yeah, as you can see, I've done a lot of work leveling a lot of these guys up. You can see most of them are leveled up in some way. These two guys over here kind of got ignored. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I think this store is really coming along, and next episode we're definitely going to make some progress on decoration here. So I think that's a good thing to do, and I'm also trying to get a couple people together to do like a mini game episode. I think that would be fun. I have a lot of plans. I just have to try and get people's schedules lined up, and hopefully find a way to be able to like record my Discord that's pretty solid. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. My name's Dandolph. Have a good one, party people.